Let's talk about the truth about Star Wars Outlaws. I was lucky enough to go hands-on with the game, and I've got lots to say about one of the biggest game releases this year and discuss if Ubisoft was the right developer to create an open world Star Wars adventure. What's going on, people, and welcome back to the channel. I go by the name of Mr. Midas. Now, you could have been anywhere in the world right now, but you are with me and I appreciate that. Now, once again, huge thank you to Ubisoft for inviting me to a hands-on preview of Star Wars Outlaws. Now, I'm a huge Star Wars fan and I'm going to be completely honest with you about how I feel about the game. Star Wars Outlaws is set to make a massive impact, but whether you're excited about the game, feeling the Star Wars fatigue,
in the name of peace, but that peace,
or never really been able to get into the whole Jedi and Star Wars thing, what does Outlaws do to stand out and blast its way to the top? First, I'd like to say this is a preview, which means the game isn't complete, but it releases on the 30th of August, which is literally 1 month away. Now, as the name suggests, Outlaws is based on the criminal underworld of Star Wars, which we don't see that much in mainstream Star Wars media.
This is the way.
You step into the shoes of Kay, an outlaw who's been tangled up in the underworld of the galaxy's crime syndicate, the Pykes, Crimson Dawn, and the Hut Cartel.
Okay, we're skipping that part.
Are your quote-unquote mafia.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
And it's Kay's job to navigate this seedy underworld, and each time you align with a syndicate, it affects your relationship with the others. Now, during the preview, I had conflicts with the Pykes, so whenever they saw me, it was on sight and they would try to take me out. Where Crimson Dawn, I had favor, so they let me explore hidden areas. If you're enjoying this video, please drop us a subscribe and a like because it will help the channel. My initial impression of Outlaws is the planets look so good. They design well and do a great job of giving you that Star Wars feel. I was disappointed with Kay's character model, especially her hair textures. Hopefully this will be worked on for the final release. Also, I don't like this brown filter tint that was over the world. Now, my preview started with Kay landing on a planet, and as this is an open world, Kay gets to traverse around on her speeder. I love this and instantly made me feel like it was Star Wars. Having the Pykes blast at me while I'm speeding around was hella cool. I'm also glad that there was no mini-map, just a map bar, and Ubisoft wisely didn't clutter too many points to distract you or confuse my journey. I did happen across a cantina and heard some NPCs speaking about some hidden treasure, which led me onto a cool side quest. The Star Wars universe is fantastic, and Outlaws has got all of the sounds and sights and enemies you want to see. What really surprised me though is the amount of stealth in this game. I've always seen Outlaws as a shooter, but I spent a lot of this preview sneaking around, sending nicks to collect and distract enemies while I melee knocked them out. Kay isn't an assassin, so I often got caught and ended up in shootouts, so found sometimes the stealth felt a little bit forced. No pun intended. I had much more pleasure using my blaster, running around and melee attacking enemies than I did actually stealthing through the levels. I found the NPCs were pretty smart too. I couldn't just cheese my way through a level to take them out. Now, Kay isn't alone on her adventure. She has a cute little buddy, Nix, and Nix is a perfect companion and a very vital part of Kay's arsenal, from distracting enemies, collecting items, and opening parts in the world. Outlaws is the first actual Star Wars open world, so the second part of the preview I was able to hop into my ship and in real time head out of space. This is so cool and something so many games have promised and never been able to deliver. Battling ships in the air and rescuing others was cool too, and I love being able to travel from one planet to another, giving you that real Star Wars experience. But I do wonder if the Star Wars ship battles will become a little bit repetitive. Star Wars Outlaws gets many things right. A new interesting protagonist, full open world, Han Solo style outlaw story, and really immersing yourself into Star Wars universe. But I feel like I need more time with this game to be invested, as during the preview, other than exploring a new Star Wars story, I wasn't really excited or yearning for more when I put the controller down. I can't wait to be able to play the full game to see Kay get a bigger weapon arsenal, fill out her skill tree, and see where this Star Wars adventure takes you. But right now, I'm not sure if this is going to be the Star Wars adventure for me, but I'm hoping the full game will change my mind.